Have you ever looked into your dog's eyes and wondered what they're thinking? Of course you have. You're a dog lover. One thing that can leave you scratching your head is when your furry friend tilts their head to the side. It's hard not to find it adorable when your pup does this, especially if it's a small dog. But there could be more to this move than you think. We're here to investigate, so stay tuned. In today's Doggy Tale, we look into the many reasons why your dog might tilt its head. In our quest for knowledge, we spoke to experts, scoured scientific papers, and rounded up the most compelling theories and findings. So let's jump right in. If you're feeling lonely and looking for some friendly faces, then why don't you pay a visit to a dog shelter near you? Dogs have amazing hearing, but they only hear sounds in one dimension. That means they can't tell where sounds are coming from by simply turning their heads. Instead, they need to use their eyes to figure out where the noise is coming from. When a dog tilts its head, it changes the position of its ears, which gives it a better chance of hearing the sound. At the same time, the dog is also able to see the source of the sound, which makes it easier for them to identify what's making the noise. For example, basset hounds have long ears that hang down, which can make them more susceptible to ear infections. For example, shepherds and retrievers are known for being very intelligent dogs. They're also very eager to please their owners, so when they tilt their head, it's often a sign that they want to do what you want them to do. When their ears are infected, it can cause them to tilt their head to try and relieve the pain. In other words, they do it to get a better sense of what's going on around them. It's not simply a cute quirk that they do for no reason. Instead, it's a purposeful behavior that they use to gather information, communicate, and regulate their emotions. This means that they were more likely to do it when they were awake and paying attention to their surroundings. This is because they have amazing hearing and can pick up sounds that humans can't. What do you think is the cutest reason for a dog to tilt its head? Well, maybe not the gourmet kind, but they are experts at finding the tastiest snacks around. In fact, a dog's sense of smell is so powerful that they can detect food long before we can. Let us know in the comments below. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an exciting episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. When they do this, their ears are actually picking up more sound waves, which makes it easier for them to pinpoint the source of the noise. So the next time you hear a dog tilting its head, listen closely. You just might be able to hear what they're hearing. This makes sense because head tilting is a way of gathering information. So it makes sense that dogs would be more likely to do it when they re-alert and focused. The study found that dogs were more likely to tilt their heads when they heard a sound or saw something that was new or interesting to them. This means that they were more likely to do it when they were feeling scared or unsure of what to do. This could be a way for them to try to make themselves appear smaller and more submissive to other animals or humans. Alternatively, it could be a way of trying to get attention and comfort from their owner. This suggests that head tilting is a way for dogs to learn more about their environment. Another breed that is prone to head tilting is the beagle. Beagles are curious dogs who love to explore. When they're investigating something, they're more likely to tilt their head in order to get a better look. According to veterinarian Dr. Stanley Coren, a well-known dog behavior expert, dogs tilt their heads to the side to get your attention because it is an instinct that dates back to puppyhood. Dogs are much more sensitive to sounds than humans are, and loud noises can be painful for them. If you're feeling sad or upset, your dog might tilt their head as a way of trying to understand what's wrong. Dogs are social animals, and they live in packs, so they're used to interacting with other animals. They're also very good at reading body language, so they can usually tell when someone is feeling down. When a dog tilts their head, they're essentially asking, "Are you okay?" Done. It's their way of saying, "I'm here for you." If you're feeling down, this can be very comforting, and it's a reminder that you're not alone. So when your dog tilts their head and looks away when you turn up the TV volume, they're probably trying to escape the noise. So if you're feeling blue, just look at your furry friend and ask yourself, am I really alone? We all need a little bit of love sometimes, and your dog is always willing to give it. If you want to keep your dog happy and healthy, be mindful of the volume of any electronics you're using. If your dog seems to be bothered by the noise, turn it down a little bit. When puppies are still nursing, they'll turn their heads toward the light to make themselves more visible to their mother. This way, mama knows it's time to feed them. As the puppies grow older, they'll start doing the same thing with their human caretakers. What if your dog tilts their head toward you? It's likely they want you to notice them or give them some love. You just might meet your new best friend. Some people say they prefer to be alone, but we all need companionship from time to time. A dog's head tilt is often a sign that they want your attention. If you want to make your dog's head tilt even cuter, try giving them a treat while they do it. They'll associate the head tilt with getting something tasty and do it even more. And if you think your dog's head tilt looks cute, wait until you see how adorable they look as puppies. If you're hanging out with your dog and they suddenly tilt their head and stare off into space, they're probably trying to get a better look at something that caught their interest. Head tilting helps them determine where the object is in relation to them, so they can figure out how to get to it. So if your dog tilts their head and stares at a toy, they're probably trying to figure out how to get to it. Or if they tilt their head while sniffing around outside, they're probably trying to pinpoint the source of a scent. Head tilting isn't just about getting your attention, it's also a sign of curiosity. It's not uncommon for dogs to tilt their heads when they hear something that piques their interest. And it's all because of their unique ears. While dogs may not be able to tell you exactly what song is playing on the radio, they can tell you when the TV volume is turned up too high. There are many reasons why a dog might tilt its head, but one of the most interesting is that they're trying to empathize with you. Even though dogs don't understand our language, they still know when we're upset and they want to help. If you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button. It will really help us grow, and stick around for more dog facts and information. Your dog's breed can also play a role in how often they tilt their head. Some breeds are more prone to head tilting than others. Some breeds of dogs are also more likely to tilt their head as a form of communication. According to a study conducted by the University of Helsinki, Finland, dogs use head tilting to enhance auditory and visual stimuli. The study also found that dogs were more likely to tilt their heads when they were in an alert state. One of the most surprising findings of the study was that dogs were more likely to tilt their heads when they were in a submissive or fearful state. Overall, the study suggests that head tilting is a complex behavior that serves a variety of purposes for dogs. As mentioned earlier, dogs are more likely to tilt their heads when they hear something new or interesting. We hope you've enjoyed learning about all the different reasons why dogs tilt their heads. Now we want to hear from you. Dogs are known for being man's best friend, but did you know that they can also be our personal chefs?